I used to hear this statement, it's better to wait long than to marry wrong. I confess that that's a legitimate fact. Um, it is definitely better to wait long than to marry wrong. I think that I would also say I won't go back to that whole that thing that y'all were just saying about social media and that whole fact that people don't see the work. I often say that marriage works, but it takes work. Um, and I think that a lot of times the challenge that we have is when we talk about marriage, people say marriage, but they think wedding. And they don't really understand that there's a significant difference between a marriage and a wedding. Um, so when we hear marriage, people just think about photos and the wedding and this nice thing and the dress and the food and all that stuff. But the truth of the matter is, like, the wedding is easy. The wedding is the easiest part of your marriage. The wedding will be the easiest part of your marriage. After you say I do and you get married and you eat all the food, or you don't eat none because you're too tired, and then you whatever, then marriage starts. And marriage is a journey. Marriage is not a destination. It's not a sprint. It's a journey. It's a journey of two people now attempting to become one. And that's not something that happens overnight. That takes significant work, significant work. And if you are trying to put in that work without even knowing if God has said it, you really setting yourself up for some additional challenges. Marriage is wonderful. It's a great blessing. It is designed to showcase God's love for his church and all of those things. It is beautiful. It is wonderful. It will take work, and it really is something that you should wait and ask God about before you just go jumping into it. Because you might jump in and not like what you see, but you jump in. Then you're trying to jump out and it's potter. So I would say that it's really something that we need to be very mindful of. And once again, surprisingly, I don't think that there's much more that I really want to say. I think y'all have heard a lot. I would say obedience, and I would say this, obedience is critical.